The Supreme Court is set to tackle the constitutional rights of homeless people when it comes to camping on public property. The court will be acting on appeals from officials in California and 8 other Western states, calling on the High Court to restore their authority over public places.
KTLA's John Fenolio live in Elysian Park. He's got more on the issues before the court. John?
Sheriff Sandra, that's right. The Supreme Court is going to weigh in on whether local officials can legally ban people from camping in public spaces. It's a ruling that will have major implications for cities across the country and how they deal with homelessness. But critics say such enforcement fails to tackle the heart of the issue, which is a lack of affordable housing.
Everybody has to sleep at the end of the day.
But where homeless people can sleep is an urgent question that will soon be addressed by the Supreme Court. The nation's High Court announcing Friday it will weigh in on whether homeless people have a constitutional right to camp on public property. The justices will hear an appeal from the small city of Grant Pass, Oregon, where on Wednesday the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals upheld a ruling that found the city had violated the rights of homeless people by implementing ordinances outlawing camping in public spaces. The court ruled it was cruel and unusual punishment for cities across 9 western states, including California, to ban or deny people a place to sleep when they have no other place to go and where no alternative shelter was available.
That Ninth Circuit ruling is very, very narrow because it doesn't prevent jurisdictions from doing any number of things to address the homelessness crisis.
Shayla Myers is a senior attorney with the Legal Aid Foundation of Los Angeles, which advocates for low-income and unhoused people. She says we can't arrest our way out of the homelessness crisis.
The solution to homelessness is housing. There's no question about that. And citing or arresting individuals who have no place else to go make it that much harder for those individuals to come inside when there is shelter available.
In an unusual turn of events, a number of Democratic leaders, including Governor Gavin Newsom, are urging the majority conservative Supreme Court to overturn the Ninth Circuit Court's ruling to allow jurisdictions to enforce anti-camping laws and remove encampments. Newsom saying, California has invested billions to address homelessness, but rulings from the bench have tied the hands of state and local governments to address this issue. The Supreme Court can now correct course and end the costly delays from lawsuits that have plagued our efforts to clear encampments and deliver services to those in need.
Whether or not the Supreme Court strikes down the Ninth Circuit decision, or whether or not the Supreme Court overturns the Ninth Circuit decision in Grants Pass, at the end of the day, there will be 75,000 people in LA County who are on shelter. And citing and arresting people will do nothing to prevent the affordable housing crisis that's causing the homelessness crisis on our streets.
The Supreme Court is expected to hear arguments in April and issue a ruling sometime in June. We're live in Elysian Park. I'm John Fenolio, sending it back to you two in Hollywood.